What's going on, apes and ape bets? TCI here. Welcome back to the channel. We got the young investor over here and we got the green hat, which is not bringing us any good luck for AMC stock today. Why is that? Because we have drama going on. We got drama going on with Russia and Ukraine, including the fact that Russia is asking their Congress to send additional force over their borders, aka into Ukraine, and do a full-scale invasion. On top of that, we have a lot of sanctions coming out from the West on Russia, but we have Joe Biden, young Biden, that is speaking at 1 p.m. Initially, the report came out and said he was going to speak at 2 p.m., but they have fast-tracked this a little bit more, and that is definitely sparking some more fear in investors' minds. So we're going to talk about that. We are going to be going over, like I said, some good news around the box office numbers for AMC as well, and as always, the normal data that we usually do cover. So hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to comment down below. Thank you guys for doing that. If you guys want to get totally free stock, check out Moomoo down below in the description. Deposit $100, get 3 free stocks. Deposit $2,000 and get 5 free stocks. They give out great free stocks as well. I've got Starbucks, Snapchat, I've got Apple, I've got a lot of great stocks from them, so check that out. Sell them, buy yourself some AMC. I want as many shares of AMC before the MOAS, if you know what I'm saying. So good way to get yourself some free money. So let's dive into this video. On top of that, if you guys want access to all of my trades in real time, check the link out in the pinned comment down below. So as far as AMC for the day, we're down about 3.41%. Nothing new here. This is not a crazy move down. We're only down 58 cents on the day, and this is in line with a lot of other small cap stocks for the day. Some are down more, some are down less. Take a look at SoFi. SoFi was down about 5%. Space, or Virgin Galactic, was down about 6 or 7%, and they actually have earnings today and after hours. So when you look at it like that, we're not doing bad on AMC whatsoever. Considering the catalyst that we have at the moment, it could be a whole lot worse. And exactly what those catalysts are, like I said, guys, this is going to be pretty interesting. So, Russia's Federation Council received requests from Putin to use forces outside the country. The Federation Council, Russia's upper house of parliament, has received an appeal from President Vladimir Putin for the use of armed forces outside the country. Russia's state news agency RIA Novosti reported, citing Valentina, chairman of the Federation Council. And then you also do have this one. Biden will speak on Russia and Ukraine today from the White House. Says White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki briefing was moved to 4 p.m. and it usually comes at about 2 p.m. So Biden's going to be making this speech, and depending on what kind of sanctions come out, if they say, hey, they're about to do a full-scale invasion, that's where you're going to see the market react from that information. The algorithms will be paying attention to exactly what, Russia does. But on top of that, Biden's speech at 1 p.m. Like I said, it was supposed to be at 2 p.m., but they fast-tracked that to 1 p.m. So that is going to be very important. We also do have oil that is making some pretty big moves today. And you can see Nord Stream 2 has been shut down. And Russia says, welcome to the brave new world of 2,000 euro gas after Germany halts Nord Stream 2 pipeline, Russia says. So, bully turns bullied, I guess is the best way to put that. So we're just going to have to wait and see. We're going to get more headlines throughout the rest of the day. So that video coming at 4 p.m., that's going to be very, very important to get you guys up to speed. But those are really the news catalysts that are moving the markets today. It's a lot of up and down, up and down. And what I really want to point out is that the markets are only down 0.60% compared to pre-market. They were down about 2.5 to 3% on the NASDAQ. So we do have more cushion here. Be very mindful that this could go either way, but in my personal opinion, I have bought some puts today just because we do have that cushion. That does give us more room to make that move to the downside if the situation does escalate, which it looks like it is going to. It's looking like a full-scale Russian invasion is coming, so keep that in mind. I will keep you guys posted on exactly what is going on. Now, as far as the real catalyst of the markets. Russia, Ukraine, that's really a sideshow when it comes down to the Fed. That Fed meeting is 3 weeks, 1 day, 1 hour, and 36 minutes away. Obviously, that is on March 16th. And we do have the Fed rate hike expectations that are starting to move up. You did see yesterday about 84% of market participants only expected a 0.25% rate hike. Now 29.8% of participants expect a 0.5% rate hike. That is down from 84% down to 70% as far as the quarter rate hike probability. Well, it was actually 89.6%. You could see that right there. And 0.5% was only 10.4%, now at 29.8% and 70.2%. So it's definitely looking a little bit more on the hawkish side as far as the probability for a 0.5% rate hike. So keep that in mind. That's what the markets are ultimately going to care about in a couple days once the Russia-Ukraine drama blows over. And eventually, trust me, it will. We do very little business with Russia and even less business with Ukraine. The biggest worry is this going to turn into World War III? If the situation does de-escalate, maybe even if Russia takes Ukraine or something along those lines, but the situation does de-escalate, even a little bit, the markets will find that encouraging and they will bounce off of that. So be very careful with your trades. If you are trading, not a recommendation, but I like to get a lot of time because Russia, Ukraine, not the real catalyst. The Fed is the real catalyst. So I've been striking really in that June, even to July expiration. That's what I really like at this current moment. And something else that I do want to point out for all of you traders out there, I do want to point out the fact that take a look at Apple. Apple's down 1.5%. That's a lot more than even the S&P 500, which is only down 0.69%. A lot more than other stocks as well. So that divergence I've been talking about is starting to close slowly but surely, meaning usually Apple and the SPY move the same. But Apple is moving down more, and you're seeing more money flowing into other stocks that were even green today, like Square and PayPal. At a certain point, investors will sell off Apple and move that into other stocks. So Apple and the SPY definitely have room to come down right here, and that is really what I am expecting. Like I said, if you guys want access to all my trades in real time, link for that down below in the pinned comment. So that is what you guys need to know as far as that is concerned. As far as the AMC Ortex data, 20.85% short interest of free float, 107.02 million shares that are sold short, cost to borrow max of 2.73%, and the share utilization is still at a beautiful 100%, meaning nobody wants to lend out stock of AMC. Kind of phenomenal there, looking very good. Days to cover at 2.29, which has moved down a little bit, but it's still very high and plenty to see a short squeeze. As far as the option flow sentiment for the day, you're looking at a 14% positive order value, but you're only seeing 19 orders totaling $4.95 million. So it's a very low dollar amount option day, and there's a lot of fear in the market. So this is really what I had expected heading into today. Now, some very encouraging news as far as this. Largest U.S. pension bought AMC, GameStop, and Berkshire Hathaway stock. Here's what it sold. And you guys can see right here, in the fourth quarter, California Public Employees Retirement System more than quadrupled investments in AMC Entertainment and GameStop, two high-profile meme stocks, and dramatically lifted its holdings in Berkshire Hathaway, Buffett's investment firm, and probably the polar opposite of a meme stock. CalPERS, as the pension is known, also sliced off nearly 11% from a stake in Palantir Technologies, a provider of data analytics software. The pension disclosed the trades, among others, in a form it filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission. CalPERS declined to comment on the investment changes. It manages $480 billion in assets, more than any other public pension in the U.S. They quadrupled their investment in AMC. Slap my knee and call me crazy, but I think that means a lot of people are starting to get a little bit more bullish on AMC as the prices went down. I think a lot of the pain is over for the apes. Sure, if the markets freak out, they have a tantrum, maybe Russia invades Ukraine tonight, sends Tomahawk missiles, maybe shit hits the fan, maybe there's an alien invasion. Sure, in that case, the stock will come down. But is it going to stay down? Absolutely not. So that's my take on that whole situation. I thought that was very encouraging, and you guys should at least know that. And like I said, take a look at this. Sony chief Tom Rathen celebrates new hit movie franchise as Uncharted hits box office milestone. And we could see that the box office results from such actions. Uncharted was supposed to do 30 million over 4 days at the domestic box office. It wound up doing 51 million, sending its current worldwide take to 139 million. Keywords in Rothman's note below is that he's already declared Uncharted a new hit movie franchise. When we spoke to Flesher, he was hopeful about a sequel. So you're seeing the box office is here. You're seeing other, headlines of articles along the lines of, people are so worried about streaming, but the box office is still here. And we do have earnings coming out for AMC on March 1st, and that is going to be a very good day in my personal opinion. I think you're going to get really good guidance due to all of the films and the blockbusters that are hitting theaters here in the near-term future, as well as some other ones that are just spread out throughout the year, including Avatar, which unfortunately does not launch until December 16th. So that's really at the end of the year, but keep in mind that's a good cherry on top of a very great year that is coming, because Avatar is the top grossing movie of all time in theaters, around $3 billion to the box office. So, especially on earnings, guidance is going to be the most important thing, what the company says, but I think you're going to get a lot of very bullish things said about the efficiency of AMC, as well as their free cash flow that they did just post, with about a $168 million positive EBITDA. So I think that is also going to be very good and something that you guys should at least know. And as far as the Stocko tracker data, we're not seeing any activity really at all here for this week. About 4,800 calls that are in the money, 112,000 that are out of the money. If we do and can break above $20 per share, we could see a move to the upside, and we could see a little bit of a gamma squeeze. I don't really expect that because of all of the fear in the marketplace. Currently, it's going to be a pretty fearful week. We could see a bounce by the end of the week, and that's really what I expect for a potential bullish case. Probably by the end of the week, that's where you could see that bounce. And then on the put side, we have 16,500 puts that are in the money, 36,000 puts that are out of the money. So all in all, the situation is looking very good, and we need to see the market's coming down to see the MOAS. Not that it has anything to do with AMC share price. You need to see that money pool, the amount of money a hedge fund has in their portfolios, go down, so they are unable to service their margin calls when AMC does start to rally. It starts with the small hedge funds and works its way up to the mid and the large hedge funds. So in a nutshell, that is what is really important to you guys today. As far as AMC, on a brief technical look, I hope to stay above that 1775 mark. We'll see what happens by the end of the day. If we cannot, then we're likely making our way back down to about $15 per share. I said 16.50 was going to be more likely, but we have a wide range here. You guys can see from the top wicks of this candle, 18.15 for the day, and the bottom wicks at about 16.72. It could go either way, so I'll keep you guys posted on exactly what the charts are telling us. So thank you guys for watching. Check out the links in the description to get yourself some free stock with Webull, Moomoo, and Public, and come join us on the trading community linked in the top comment down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.